Hello everyone, Nitro here, and today I'll be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebe. Now this is the first Bumblebe that we got in the Studio Series line, and actually the first Studio Series figure in the whole series. Line, whatever you want to call this. So, this is the 1987 Camaro? I don't know cars, so yeah. But this figure looks very nice in car mode. I gotta say, I really like the look of this, and it's not a bad vehicle form for Bumblebe. Yes, a lot of us do prefer the Beetle look for Bumblebe, but I do not hate the look of this car. A lot of these movie figures do prioritize the car mode, and I do think this is a good example of that. Now, when we were introduced to the Studio Series line, we were told that these are going to be better new figures of old designs, and we haven't gotten a Volkswagen Bumblebe since 2007, or whatever, the Camaro since 2007, the old figure. So, is this figure an improvement? I say yes. Well, kind of. So this isn't a fully original mold. This shares a lot of elements from the Last Night Bumblebe, and here it is right here. I mean, they look completely different. Don't get me wrong, but if you know the transformation of this, then you know the transformation of this. So yeah, and also here is the movie The Best Bumblebe. I got this one too. I didn't know this was coming out. So yeah, and I wanted that Warhammer. But that's kind of it for the vehicle mode. He does have really nice tires. I'm glad these are painted. And, of course, you can see things on the bottom, but, like we know, it's the same here. But, actually, this is actually smaller than the original one. So that's actually a good difference in, like, car and, you know, as a toy. As you know, these figures are meant to be size accurate, so Bumblebe would be smaller than your Voyager class Optimus Prime and your Voyager class Ironhide and Ratchet and whoever. But this looks very good in car mode, and yeah, so before I go into the transformation, this figure does come with two accessories. He comes with his arm cannon and his backdrop, and it is the Junkyard Battle where he first transforms. So yeah, nothing much to it. You could display him in barricade fighting. So yeah, this figure also, like I said, comes with the cannon that actually stores in the back rather well. I mean, yeah, it's noticeable, but it doesn't look that bad. So that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode, which is pretty good. So let's get to the transformation. And here we have Bumblebe in his robot mode, and he is a very good looking figure, I gotta say. Now, a lot of people had problems with this initial figure, saying he was very loose and that, you know, things kept popping off. I will say that is still an issue with my figure, but mine is a little bit more tighter. Yes, there's some looseness to it, but honestly, I think it's not that bad. I do think that the what's his name, Clunker Bumblebe, improved some of those issues, even though I do not have it. But if I could ever get my hands on that figure, I will. But this figure is still pretty good on its own, and because my table's not balanced, it's not standing well. But yeah, as you could see, he has a very good-looking head sculpt, which is very Movie 1 accurate. And with all the Studio Series figures, we've been getting such good detailed head sculpts. And the big elephant in the room is this backpack. Yes, it is almost exactly the same as the Last Night Bumblebe, but This one, I think it's better because since this is removable, I don't know, you could hide it better. I don't know, it's not really a big deal for me, honestly. I'm okay with parts forming sometimes like that, but if the whole figure is parts forming, then I'm not really sure. Weaponizers are the exception. So, you could take off the arm and take the cannon and put it on the arm, and now he has his blaster, which looks very good. And you could store the remaining arm on this hole on the butt, which can also go into accessory stands. So yeah, Bumblebe is able to hold weapons in his normal hands, but he doesn't come with any weapons. That's all it comes with. So yeah, here is Bumblebe, and for a quick comparison, just to have them in the same shot, here is the Warhammer Bumblebe and the Studio Series release of the Last Night Bumblebe, which honestly, this Last Night Studio Series release is a bit wobbly and falls apart more than this figure. But 3 Bumblebees. I think I have enough. I'll also bring in other Bumblebees for that comparison. I do not have the Camaro Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, which has the battle mask, which I'm most likely gonna get. I do like that design over the Last Night design, but yeah. Let's go into the size comparisons. For size comparisons, here's Studio Series 01 Bumblebee with Igor, Blitzwing, Dropkick, Starscream, Blackout, and let's bring in the Movie 1 crew. Movie 1 Optimus, Jazz, Ratchet, and Ironhide. And for an extra, Studio Series Volkswagen Bumblebee movie Bumblebee, and the Last Night ones. So what are my overall thoughts on this figure? I think he is pretty good. I got this figure when he came out, and he's actually my Bumblebee that I have on my shelf. I actually prefer this over the Studio Series Bumblebee movie Bumblebee. That sounds like a mouthful. And this is my favorite Bumblebee I have. One of my favorites. And I highly recommend him if you could find him for a decent price. I do not think you need to pay the price of like a Voyager or Leader class price. This is a fine figure, and if you really want tighter joints for this figure, then try to find the Clunker Bumblebee. If so, this was a great start for the Studio Series line. I think this is a good figure. I know I'm the underdog when it comes to this opinion, but I think this figure turned out really well. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.